أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bertemu kembali dengan Kang Zen, Indonesiana Radio, adik bungsu dari Indonesiana News TV. Para sobat, channel Indonesiana Radio dan Indonesiana News TV dan Indonesiana TV yang ngomong wonge podo ae, Kang Zen. Kali ini kita saksikan mahasiswi cerdas kuliah di Amerika jurusan antropologi asal Peru yang berbahasa ibu Spanyol, sehari-hari Spanyol, masuk Islam. Ceritanya luar biasa sobat, nanti kita akan cuplikan video kesaksian beliau, bagaimana bahagianya beliau bersyahadat, masuk Islam dan mengamalkan ajaran-ajaran Islam. Yuk kita saksikan videonya.
To the mosque, and when I went there, the lady who was there told me that it was Ramadan. Alhamdulillah, it was Ramadan time. So she told me, if you want to come back in the night, we are going to break our fast, and you're welcome to break the fast with us. So I was like very curious. I knew about the pillars of Islam because I read, because my friends explained it to me, but I never lived.
Nama Islam dari ukhti ini adalah Fatimah. Sebelumnya sangat alergi dengan Islam karena dicekokin media-media Barat, media-media Amerika, media-media Spanyol betapa jahatnya Islam dengan cerita-cerita wanita yang dikungkung, wanita yang harus di bawah laki-laki dan lain-lain. Dan dia membuktikan bagaimana suasana masjid yang sangat-sangat menghargai wanita.
Words with rhythm. It wasn't like music, but it has some rhythm. I did not understand the word. Nothing. It was in Arabic, but I felt it in my heart. It felt good. It felt relaxing, and also something like, I don't know how I can explain it. It wasn't sadness, but I make my heart feeling something like a feeling of humbleness. I couldn't explain it, but I guess it was something magical that happened. So it was the adhan. Now I know it was the adhan, the call to go for prayer. So since it was the first time I was there, of course they did not expect me to pray, but I want to follow everything they were doing. So I went with them and they let me pray with them. They just told me, like, my friend told me, just copy whatever we're doing. You are not forced to do anything. So yeah, so we did that, and after that we broke our fast. It was iftar, and alhamdulillah, I had a great experience with them. They were very welcoming, very kind people. All my ideas that I had about women being oppressed, men being rude, and
Fatimah yang dari awalnya menganggap bahwa masjid itu menyeramkan, orang-orang di dalam masjid itu menakutkan, bagaimana kalau disandra dan lain-lain. Ternyata masjid sangat menyenangkan dan besoknya pengen terus ke masjid Fatimah ini hingga bersyahadat para sobat.
to do whatever they do. The men were in charge of the children, an idea that I was not used to. So that was another positive thing during my experience visiting the mosque for the first time. As the days gone by, I learned that there were the last days. Those were the last days of Ramadan. I think I went there like 3 more times. And then one of them, I became like very close with her. And I asked her if tomorrow, the next day, we were supposed to go to the same time. She told me no. She told me tonight is the last day of Ramadan. So tomorrow is Eid al-Fatur. So you are welcome to come to the prayer. It's very early, but you are welcome to come. All these days that I went, plus what I was reading and researching, doing the research on my own, talking to friends, made me realize that it complements perfectly with the beliefs I had. I was born and raised in a Christian family. I was raised in a very traditional and religious family, and Alhamdulillah for that, because it led me to understand that we were supposed to worship only Allah, only God, only the one God that created everything, not any of the prophet. That's one thing that I never understood, or I never completely understood, because even Jesus, I know in Christianity, Jesus is seen as God or the Son of God. I never found in the Bible that Jesus called himself God. He never called himself God. He prayed to God. He told people to believe in his word, which was the message of God, the message of Allah. But he never said that it was his message, it was his word. And I don't know where the confusion came with people that makes everything. But Alhamdulillah, it led me, all this thinking and the way I was raised led me to Islam. Alhamdulillah for that. So with all this in mind, and all these days that I have been spending time in the mosque with my friends, made me realize that I didn't need more time. I went for Eid. I went the next day for Eid. And after the prayer, I told my friend, I think I'm ready. And she told me, for what?
Ciri-ciri wanita cerdas seperti Fatimah ini adalah Fatimah tahu persis isi Bibelnya, bahwa Yesus tidak pernah mengatakan dirinya Tuhan, tidak pernah mengatakan dirinya anak Tuhan, apalagi disembah. Dan ketika Fatimah melihat umat Islam sholat di masjid, langsung dia teringat apa yang dibacanya saat membaca Bibel saat dia masih beragama Kristen atau Katolik. Umat Islam sholat, Yesus sholat, berwudu, mensucikan diri, dan apa yang diajarkan Yesus sama persis dengan yang dilaksanakan umat Islam. Maka Fatimah pun bersyahadat.
I was very happy, I was very excited, very nervous, a lot of emotions. I was crying, a lot of people were crying because it was Eid, everyone was happy. And then I took my shahada that day, alhamdulillah. There were other factors too that made me realize the beauty of Islam, the way they treat women and everything that I do want to explain to you in another video. I want to share that with you. My story, my journey, that part of the journey that includes women's rights in Islam and how it is embraced and how it is promoted.
Kini Fatimah aktif untuk men-share, membagikan pengalaman hidupnya berislam selama 6 tahun, baik di channel yang berbahasa Inggris atau berbahasa Spanyol. Mudah-mudahan Fatimah tetap istiqomah dalam iman Islamnya dan bisa menjadi tauladan bagi teman-temannya di Spanyol, Peru yang berbahasa Spanyol untuk menerima Yesus Kristus sebagai utusan, menyembah apa yang disembah Yesus, yaitu Allah yang Esa, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Mohon maaf jika ada yang salah, kebenaran hanyalah milik Allah. Jika ada yang salah dari Kang Sin sendiri, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.